that awkward moment when a comedian stands before an audience, delivers a joke, and then nobody laughs. The ego of the comedian is spanked. Then you know that scenario when a pastor preaches and half of the congregation is asleep, and this can dampen the spirit of the preacher. So when you post on LinkedIn and nobody engages, that means nobody likes, nobody comments. It's just like me posting this video and nobody likes. So please don't let that happen. Hit the like button. Let's continue. Number 1, use catchy images. LinkedIn is not Twitter. Use catchy images. People are more attracted to what they see. When people scroll through their social media platform and they see your image, the image should catch their attention. You know, on social media, you want to catch people's attention within 3 seconds or less. Yes, 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. I'm talking about using catchy images. This is not only talking about the image you attach to your LinkedIn post. Use emojis. They are colorful emojis you can use in your LinkedIn post, but ensure that it is not overused so your post remains professional. Number 2, know your audience. Take your time to study your audience or study the audience of your competitor or the person that is doing something similar to what you want to do. What kind of content resonates with your audience? What do they like? What don't they like? So you can package the post in a way that feels valuable to them. Number 3, keep it simple. LinkedIn is not a place to write the thesis kind of writing, long technical writing. No, you must ensure that your content is relatable to a layman. Yes, you might be discussing something technical, but ensure that the whatever concept you are discussing, whatever content you are writing is very simple and relatable to all and sundry. Number 4, use humor. Introduce humor to whatever you do. I understand you are not Dave Chappelle, you are not Trevor Noah. However, the little humor you can introduce to the content you create, please do. It would help people connect better with your content. So in some cases, you can give some behind the scenes. Number 5, jump on trends. Yes, I understand that LinkedIn is not TikTok where you have abundance of dance trends. However, you can jump on trends. For example, if you're a cybersecurity expert and then you read in the news that Twitter got hacked, a young guy hacked Twitter some times ago, you can write something about that and write about how organizations can prevent such things from happening, why you think that has happened, how you think that can be prevented from an expert's perspective. People would like to hear from you. Number 6 way to make your content more engaging is to leverage influencers. That means relate your content to influencers. Write things about influencers, celebrate influencers. This is a highly appreciated type of content on LinkedIn. You can try it out. Instead of you just writing your idea, what you want to share, look for somebody in your industry, probably a thought leader. I would advise that you don't pick someone that is too big, that would not even notice your post. Maybe someone who is higher than your level, but not too far-fetched from you. Then ensure that you are being honest with what you write. Don't praise people for what they did not do. You can write a post complimenting a particular person in your connection for something you observe they've done and it's nice. So when these influencers respond to your LinkedIn post, it helps some of their followers and connections to see your post, and because they are the subject matter of your post, these their followers and connections would engage with your post too, and some of them would stay and engage with your subsequent posts if you keep posting out valuable content. So have you heard of the golden hour? This will take us to the 7th trick I will be teaching here. Trick number 7, to ensure that your LinkedIn content is more engaging. Observe the golden hour. What do I mean by this? That first 1 hour after putting your post on LinkedIn is very essential. It can make or mar the LinkedIn post. So immediately you post it on LinkedIn, ensure you are active at that period. So when anybody comments, you are able to respond fast. Subsequent persons who see the post would see that some communications are ongoing on that post. One thing that happens with social media posts is that when you post something and nobody engages, most people would see that post and not be triggered. Most people don't want to be the first person to comment on your post. But once one person comments and then you respond fast, it's an icebreaker for other people who see the post later. They will be encouraged also to comment their opinion of your post, and that way it keeps going and keeps growing. Number 8, social media is about the audience, giving value to people in form of information, in form of entertainment. Maybe entertainment is not the major thing on LinkedIn, but then like giving valuable advice, giving valuable information, giving valuable insight to things happening in your industry, to things happening all around the world, and particularly how it affects your industry, because it's good that you stay put in your niche somehow. Occasionally, you can post content that are out of your niche just because you're interested in it, but now you are an expert. You are using LinkedIn consciously. Some types of content you can create on LinkedIn. You can dispel myths in your area of interest. When you want your content to be valuable, be honest with yourself. Put yourself in the audience shoe and then read your content. If you find it valuable, then most likely your post is very valuable. Then if you don't find it valuable, you can always adjust it and make it more valuable. You can read more about it, do research. It would actually reflect on your posts. Then one question I used to ask myself whenever I post a comment is this: if I am not the author, if I am not this YouTuber, is this video worth my time? Is this content worth my time? Is this LinkedIn post worth my time? So if my answer is yes, then I leave the post or I post it, depending on when I ask myself that question. So you should always ask yourself that question too. So trick number 9, don't overpost. I understand, like sometimes we are excited about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is almost like an addiction to me at some point. Like I just want to write content. I enjoy creating content. I just want to write content. I just want to teach people. I just want to help with valuable content and all. But then, like, if you start overposting, there's a high likelihood that you will not let your previous posts sink into your audience well enough before you post another one. I think new posts you make on LinkedIn somehow truncates the lifespan of the previous post. When you become an influencer, when you get to a particular level, it might not exactly have that tremendous effect. But as a beginner or intermediate on LinkedIn, please minimize your posts. I observe that 1 or 2 posts per week is optimal for my LinkedIn account. But sometimes I still go all out to post 4 just to express myself. Those are times when I don't care if people engage or not. But amazingly, people still engage because I always churn out valuable content. So let's talk about number 10, use hashtag. But I would advise that you don't use hashtag at all if you are not deliberate about how you use it. Don't just use random hashtag or generic hashtags. So these hashtags on every platform shows you the number of people who have used the hashtag. What hashtag is helping you with is these hashtags are used on other posts. So when people click on those hashtags, it shows all the content that have used that hashtag, and new users can engage with your content coming from anywhere on the platform where they've clicked that hashtag. But the truth is, ask yourself, when last did you click an hashtag and then you are reading all the content? So hashtag may not be the best strategy to reach out to new audience. Hashtag is extremely overhyped. So 5 to 7 hashtag may be enough for your post. Then those hashtags ensure that they are connected to your post and they are not too broad. But before we move to the next one, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, and if you've not liked this video, please like this video. And let's move to the next one. Number 11, distribute your content. After you've painstakingly created the content and now the content is live, don't forget that you spent some quality time and effort creating that content. Even if it's a written content, whatever type of content, you spent some time creating it. So spend like a quarter of that same time distributing and promoting it. It is just like a new company produces sausage. Their sausage is high quality, and after producing it, they left it in their company. No commercials, no advertisement, nothing. Nobody is going to know the sausage is here. The sausage is going to get spoiled the first day, and probably they produce for the second day. After 1 week of producing and they are not making sales, the CEO may think that business is not a good business. No, the business is not what is not a good business. The fact that they did not distribute their products is what will kill that company. So the same applies to your content. If you make your content and you just leave it on LinkedIn or on any platform like that, it will just stay there. If you have a group that has your targeted audience for the content you post on LinkedIn, copy the link of that post and share it to the group if it is allowed by that group, whether on WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, anywhere. Number 12, avoid posting links. One thing I've observed, just like Facebook does, when you attach link to your LinkedIn post, it tends to perform a little less. For example, I get, let's say, 100 likes and some comment on my LinkedIn, and then when I started posting links to my YouTube channel, I got maybe 30, 20. So I would advise that you avoid links if you possibly can, and if you must post link, don't make it as part of the post. State it in the content that the link is attached to the comment, or people should check your bio for link so that it doesn't affect the reach of your content. And before we go to the last one, please hit the subscribe button, and if you've not liked, kindly like. Please hit the like button if you've not, and if you've not subscribed, subscribe, kindly subscribe. Kindly subscribe, you would get value for hits. And the last trick on this list is use call to action. Amazingly, people may even love your content on LinkedIn. And then sometimes ago, when I checked my LinkedIn post, I see impression. That means like people who saw the post, who most likely read the post, 2,000, 1,005, then people who liked or engaged, maybe 100, 150. And you are wondering what's happening. That's because I did not call them to action at that time. Use call to action. These are sentences describing a particular action for the readers to take. An example of call to action is me telling you to hit the like button, me telling you to subscribe. So on LinkedIn, after writing your article, after writing your post, you want to call your audience to action, whatever action you want them to take. You can tell them to please comment. Then you can be very creative with the call to action. So you don't have to say it directly all the time. With these tips I have shared about how to boost your LinkedIn content for better engagement, I am sure you would get better engagement on your LinkedIn posts this week. Drop a comment in the comment section saying off to LinkedIn. So thank you for viewing this video, and I will see you in the next one.